Hello, everybody, and welcome to Draftkings. My name is Taran Atkins. I am your host, and this is week 6 of the English Premier League. We've been looking at some games, everybody, from week 6, and now we're here. We're at the big one. This is a juicy tie every single season. There's always drama. There's usually cards. Usually, a man called Diego Costa gets away with murder. That's right. It's Arsenal at home to Chelsea. Yes, very exciting times for me. I'm going to start with fellow Chelsea fan Edo Del Monte. How do you see this game going, Edo?
Well, it's been a bit up and down for Chelsea recently, hasn't it? Obviously, that little Liverpool result, that was irritating. Jordan Henderson scoring the only goal in the history of Jordan Henderson, which drove me crazy. But optimism, I'm not even thinking it's optimism. I think Chelsea have generally gone to Arsenal, gone to the Emirates and done really well, actually, in the last few years. I'm not super convinced by Arsenal yet because Mustafi, I think, is a great signing. I think the price is more or less right, but it will take time for him to get to a good level. Koscielny can be error-prone. I read a really good tactical analysis after the Liverpool defeat, in which it shows that Arsenal's lack of cover in front of the fullbacks was allowing Liverpool to basically find space there and then work the ball either towards the middle or simply dribble past Monreal, who really hasn't had a good start to the season defensively. No. I think the Chelsea have a chance to go in and nick a point here. I'm going to say a nice, exciting 1-1 draw, but with plenty of chances on both sides. Yeah, at the same time, having David Luiz is tantamount to basically, playing Russian roulette with 6 bullets. I have David Luiz, the third, fourth best defender at PSG, and 2 of them are injured. Yeah. What on earth was that?
I don't know.
We went through all of those Italian guys were being said, oh, but Romagnoli's overrated, or De Vrij was always injured. They're much better defenders than David Luiz. They already are right now. Romagnoli is a potential 40 million prospect. I think we should have signed him. I don't care how much Milan wanted. I think, that would have worked out. Anyway, yes, Chelsea defence, problem. So I do see them conceding. Arsenal 2, a nice 1-1 draw.
Nice 1-1. An unusual time, actually, 5:30 on a Saturday. And these things usually are a factor for me. I like the 4 o'clock on a Sunday for a match like this, but there we go. Last time out, it was 1-0 to Chelsea through Diego Costa. I think that would be the same again. That's just my opinion, though.
Ooh,
I do. But Jamie, Mr. Palace himself, I know you've probably got interest in this in terms of DraftKings points because there's many available here. How's this game going to go?
Arsenal were unbeaten since the opening day of the season. So for every Arsenal fan that's complained and wanted Wenger out, every week it's like, we're playing the wrong team, this, that and the other. They haven't lost since they lost to Liverpool, and that was a very narrow loss. It was only 4-3. I know they were 4-1 down, but they could have got a draw on another day. Cazorla's back, which is a huge player to be back for them. He missed so much of last season. And Sanchez is playing well, which is huge. Yes, I know there's all this reported interest from Juve all the time, but he started playing well. I think the fact there's no Jose Mourinho in the other dugout is going to be huge because the last time they won here against Chelsea was 2010. Mourinho was manager for a lot of those seasons, and he never used to lose here, and there's no Didier Drogba either. No. Those were the 2 big things. I know Costa's a big one in this game, but I think the main thing to worry about with Arsenal is I just don't know if Wenger knows his best team from an attacking standpoint. He seems to be chopping and changing his midfield and attackers every single game. I think Iwobi will probably start this one maybe because they've got the Champions League next week. I'm not sure. It's going to be a very tight game. Chelsea are very high in the shots and crosses columns, so if you're playing DraftKings, pick Chelsea players because they'll get more points. They won midweek, but will Cesc Fabregas play? I think that's a big,
that'd be
a big one for DraftKings players. 2 goals, 1
homecoming.
assist midweek. I don't know how you can leave him out, but Conte doesn't like it. So,
seems that way.
by all reports. And will he change to 3-5-2 for this game?
It's a game I certainly
I don't think it's a game where he'll do it.
I hope he won't do it this game.
I think he's going to go there eventually when he can switch Azpilicueta to the right and then play Alonso on the left and then play 3 in the middle, which unfortunately for you guys will probably be David Luiz, one of them. So,
well, we've spent a lot of money on him for a reason.
It'll be Luiz, Zuma, and Terry probably when they're all fit.
Lose about defending is fine.
I think Arsenal will win this.
Arsenal win this. Score?
2-1 or maybe 2-0. I don't think Chelsea have played anyone good enough yet to actually consider themselves that high, and when they did, they lost to Liverpool.
And we lost to Liverpool, quite right. It's not for the faint-hearted, certainly for a Chelsea fan, I have to say. But now, Darius Davies, you are an Arsenal fan. You're a lifelong Arsenal fan, even though you grew up in Chelsea country. How do you see this game going? How's Arsenal's season so far?
I think I agree with what Jamie said. I think Arsenal are going to win. I think Chelsea, without Mourinho, are not a Chelsea that Arsenal would fear. This Chelsea side as well, I'm not being particularly impressed with them so far. And now I mean, I've watched a lot of Arsenal. I can't really talk too much, but regarding Arsenal this season, I've watched them. We've got a lot of options, a lot of strength in depth. It wasn't like we missed Giroud and then we're bringing some unknown. Now we've got good backup players. We've got the new Lucas. We've got Granit Xhaka. We can bring him in. We've got Al Neni. We can bring him in. We've got Cazorla's back. We missed him.
There's still a lot of settling because you mentioned the new players, and this is a big game for them.
I just think, just from watching Arsenal, I think this is a match they'll want to win. They'll put a marker down saying, yeah, we beat Chelsea. I think Cazorla was the big loss for us last season. When we lost him, we lost the way our whole team goes through him, and that's where all the creative stuff side of the team came through.
Sure.
So I'm confident that we'll win. The defence is looking good. Koscielny's been immense. Got every position now at Arsenal, we've got good backups, from the goalkeeper to the front. So you've got Czech, then you've got Ospina. So, we've got everywhere from the back to the front. I just don't see Chelsea doing this.
What's the score going to be?
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal, he says. You know what? It could go any way. We've got a draw. We've got two people here saying Arsenal win. I personally think Chelsea will spoil it and somehow come away with a 1-0 win, inspired by St. Diego himself. But what do you think? I don't know. But by all means, watch it. It's going to be the game of the weekend, I believe. But more importantly, have you downloaded the DK app? If you haven't, I don't know what's stopping you. Do so. It's fun. Play your friends, play strangers, play the world, play me even, play Jamie, him, whoever. Guys, you can win big. Welcome to the big time.